You can't measure what you don't see, and alkaloids might just be blinding you one bite at a time. Many alkaloids interfere with your nervous system, disrupt enzymes, and in some cases are outright neurotoxic. The toxicity is dose dependent, but we have no idea how much is in the foods we eat every day or how much damage it might be doing long term. Hello and welcome to Eyes on Carnivore. My name is Sean. I'm 57 years old and I've been reversing blindness with the carnivore diet. Isn't that great? And one of the things that I've been doing is cutting out the plants, and that might seem fairly innocuous, fairly obvious that cutting out the plant defense chemicals is a good thing. But I've been wondering with my research, was it the cause, or was it in part the cause of the problem that I have with my eyesight failing? So nearly some 20 years ago I was legally blind. And one of those plant toxins, one of those defense chemicals, I was having that very regularly. So let's learn more about alkaloids. Plants can't hide. So how do they protect themselves? They produce chemical defenses, and alkaloids are some of the most potent. These are nitrogen-containing compounds often used in pharmaceuticals and poisons. Many famous drugs, morphine, nicotine, caffeine, atropine, are alkaloids. Their biological effects are powerful. They target the nervous system, manipulate neurotransmitters, and in some cases can block or override normal cellular signaling. That's why they're used in medicine, but also why they can cause harm. And it's not just theoretical. People sensitive to alkaloids may experience blurred vision, light sensitivity, visual snow, pupil dilation, and even retina-related symptoms. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Alkaloids are also being studied in relation to neurodegeneration, mitochondrial dysfunction, inflammation, gut-brain axis disorders, and yes, ocular toxicity. In this video, we're focusing on eyesight and brain energy, but keep in mind, the reach of these chemicals is far broader. You may be eating alkaloids every single day, often without knowing it. Let's break them down by category. Nightshades contain solanine, tomatine, capsaicin, nicotine. Potatoes, especially skins, sprouts and green areas. Tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, bell, chili, paprika, cayenne. Tobacco, yes, same family. Citrus and bitter fruits contain synephrine, hordenine, naringin. Grapefruit, notorious for interfering with medications. Oranges, tangerines, pomelo, lemon peel. Sweets and superfoods contain theobromine, pea, and others. Chocolate and cacao, very high in theobromine and phenylethylamine. Carob, goji berries, and I have to laugh. I used to eat those awful tasting goji berries thinking they were doing me good. They were bitter, expensive, and now I find out they may have been making things worse. Stimulants contain caffeine, nicotine, theophylline, etc. Coffee, black tea, green tea, energy drinks, tobacco. Legumes and pulses contain quinolizidine, indolizidine, pyrrolizidine. Lentils, soybeans, chickpeas, lupins, peas, beans, especially fava, broad beans. Grains and seeds contain ergot alkaloids, pyrrolizidines. Rye, often contaminated with ergot fungus. Millet, buckwheat, quinoa, poppy seeds, herbal alkaloids and natural supplements. Kratom, berberine, found in barberry, Oregon grape, golden seal. Pilocarpine, atropine, from various medicinal plants. Even small chronic exposure from everyday meals can build up over time, especially if your detox pathways are impaired or if you're genetically predisposed to sensitivity. So, what does the science say about alkaloids and the eye? According to a 2019 study in GSC Biological and Pharmaceutical Sciences, Many alkaloids interfere with your nervous system, disrupt enzymes, and in some cases are outright neurotoxic. These compounds are designed by plants as a defense, and your body might just be collateral damage. And the eyes? A 2023 chapter from Intech Open warns that some alkaloids may harm retinal cells and alter intraocular pressure. Even though some have pharmaceutical uses, the same compounds can be dangerous in the wrong dose, especially to your vision. Here's the twist. The toxicity is dose dependent, but we have no idea how much is in the foods we eat every day, or how much damage it might be doing long term. You can't measure what you don't see, and alkaloids might just be blinding you one bite at a time. Here's something most people don't know. The retina is one of the most energy-hungry tissues in the entire body. Estimates suggest the human eye, particularly the retina and associated neural tissue, consumes up to 100 watts of energy in full function. That's more than the brain per gram. When energy supply is compromised due to mitochondrial dysfunction, inflammation, or poor glucose metabolism, vision suffers. Ketosis may offer a lifeline here. Ketone bodies like beta-hydroxybutyrate are clean, efficient fuels. They bypass damaged glucose pathways and fuel retinal cells directly. Studies in glaucoma-prone mice show ketones can preserve retinal ganglion cells and reduce oxidative damage. Is it any wonder that switching to a high-fat, zero-carb diet could help the eyes recover? Now, I'm not a doctor, just someone who's been through it. I started with a ketogenic diet. That helped. But the real shift happened when I went fully carnivore. It wasn't overnight. It took time to mentally adjust. But slowly, symptoms started to reverse. My vision, once blurry and snow-filled, sharpened. I could read again, navigate the world again. No more phone magnifiers. No more constant fog. And I'm not the only one. Dozens of people have shared similar stories. Could it be that removing plants and their chemical defenses plays a role? Alkaloids aren't the only plant defense compounds. We've covered others in past videos, like lectins, oxalates and phytates, each with their own effects on gut health, inflammation, and even neurological symptoms. We'll link those below. But alkaloids are unique because they target neurotransmitters, nerve cells, and mitochondria, the very foundations of how we see and think. If your vision is struggling, or you suffer from brain fog, migraines, or visual snow, maybe it's time to ask, are plant toxins playing a bigger role than we thought? Plants are complex chemical factories. They're not all benign. If you're seeking answers about your vision, your energy, your clarity, don't overlook the food on your plate. For me, going carnivore changed everything. Maybe it can for you too. And as always, I've learnt a little bit more, and I hope you did too. Some of these topics, wow, if I knew this stuff years ago, I think I would have had a much different path for my health. And it's my hope that by finding out this information, you might be able to help yourself and maybe help other people. So consider sharing this to others. So if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know what to do, make it ring a ding ding. Leave me a comment, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.